Hi everybody, Heather O'Connor, and my website is www.fitnessesq.com. So today is yet another day in the Push Challenge group, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the Beachbody website and your online office. Everybody should have been on there and looking around and have a good idea of where everything is, but if you don't, that's what we're going to go over. So the first thing I want to talk about is your Beachbody profile. So all of you should have a profile pic up. You should have a before picture up. And for this before picture, I know you've all either sent me or should have sent me, and if you have not, you need to do so, before pictures. And those ones that you're sending me are different than the ones you can put up on the Beachbody profile. Because those ones, you don't need to be in as little clothing as possible. You can just have a picture of what you look like now, and it can be in regular clothes. It doesn't need to be workout clothes. It doesn't need to be anything special. There just needs to be a picture up there. The other thing you need in your profile is a short bio. So you need something that talks a little bit about who you are and why you're doing this, why you became a coach. You want to remember that the people that are going to be looking at it are people that are either coming onto your team or are considering coming onto your team. So you want something solid that makes you look grounded and would make somebody want to be on your team. So your profile is kind of important. The other things I want to talk about is your logging your your Super Gym Wowie workouts. This is important because once you turn Emerald, Beachbody will start giving you customers. But you only get customers if you log in at least 8 live workouts. So when you look at that little calendar that's in the side, those squares need to be green. If they're orange, if they're blue, if they're any color except for green, they don't count. So the way I do this, and the way I suggest you do it, is when you log in your workout, you go to, I believe it's a live workout or workout now. And it's at the bottom of the little list, and it says workout now. So you press that, and then you get to pick what you want your workout to be. You just pick the workout, you press OK or start, I forget the terminology, and then on the side you should see the little tracker pop up that goes through your workout. You don't need to have that open the whole time. Once you've done that, your little green box is all set. And as soon as you have 8 green boxes, you're all set to be able to get customers for the next month. So again, logging your workouts every day is important. The other thing that you might not be aware of is the message boards. Now, if you've navigated through the Beachbody website at all, you've seen that there's menu stuff, there's nutrition stuff, there's fitness tips, there's chatting, if you haven't looked through it, look through it, because it's important to know to be able to tell your incoming customers or people that ask, like, what's the benefit of a club membership between a free membership? And just so you know, the difference is with a free membership, you're very limited access on the Beachbody website. With a club membership, you have free range access. So the other thing you should be aware of are message boards, and they're under, I believe it's the tab Connect. And you go to the message boards and you'll see, like, there's coaching issues, there's fitness issues, there's Shakeology, there's a whole bunch of different things, and it's people, both coaches and customers, that are posting questions. I ran a hip hop abs challenge in one of the message boards, and it's a great way to kind of just meet people, to look through and get some ideas of how to do things, how not to do things, because there's some people up there that shouldn't be posting. So we want to avoid mistakes. We want to avoid looking bad or coming across negatively. What you can't do in the message boards is solicit clients. So you can't try to take somebody's customer. What you can do is, as you're talking to people, you can find out if they're working with a coach. If they're not working with a coach, you can buddy them, and perhaps you'll get a customer out of that. But if somebody has a coach and if somebody's active with a coach, we leave them alone. This is the ethics of Beachbody. We do not steal customers. We do not steal other people's coaches. There's safeguards set up to prevent coaches from jumping from one team to another anyway. But customers, we don't steal them. If they're working with somebody else, we leave that and let that go. So then your online offices are super, super, super important, and you should be checking, especially once you turn emerald, you should be checking your online office every single day. Now, there's two different offices, and you might not realize it, but you have your coach online office, which is the one when it pops up, it's the orange one, and it has all the information, little charts and everything like that. But then at the bottom of that tab, when you first go to coach and everything pops up and you can get to your online office, at the very bottom, there's one called the previous office view. Now, this is what they used before, obviously, because it's previous, but this is what they used before they had the online office. So it's a more simplified, more basic, you don't got the weebles, you don't got the whole graphs, everything's kind of very basic. But what's great about that in comparison to the online office is that it's live time. So on Thursdays, you'll notice once you start getting paid, because Thursday's payday, and everybody's excited about getting on the computer on Thursday to see how much money they made. But what you'll see is things on the online office aren't always up to date. So you might jump on and something's not working. Sometimes the online office doesn't even work. There was, I think last week or the week before, people couldn't even get in. But if you go to the previous office view, it's pretty much always there and you can always get in, and everything's live time. So when you place a coach and you don't see them come through your online office right away, you can always check your previous office, because that happens a lot quicker. So you can get them their coach ID and get them all set up for the UFT. There's a lot more information that we can go over, but I just want to make sure that you know where everything is. So I'm not going to go into much detail with that. So going back to the online office, so this is the orange one. This is the one that you should be in with the Christmas tree and all the good stuff. When you first sign on, you're going to be at your home page, and you'll see some things with volume. You'll see a list where it tells you if you've gotten any new customers, if you have any new coaches, how many coaches are in your organization. So there's a whole lot of information on that home page. The things that I want you to be aware of right now are a couple things on the top of that tab. One is videos. So it's near the right. Sorry, I still got to do my left and my right. But it's near that right-hand side, and it's at the top. It says videos. You hover over it, and it pops up English. We want to hit English because that's what we speak. So you hit that button, and then a whole list of videos pops up the side. There's retail, there's recruiting, there's a whole bunch of things. I want you to spend some time going through the fitness videos, because those are the things when somebody's asking for information about a particular workout program, rather than have to explain what combat is, what P90X is, what insanity is, it's so much easier to just jump on your online office and send them a video. And you can do that directly to their Facebook page. You can do it to their page, and you can do it to private messages. So if you go on and you click the video and you watch it, there's a little icon down the bottom that has the Facebook symbol. You click on that, and then you can pick how you're going to share it. So you can share that again through private messages, through whatever. So those are really important, because they're a really great tool to be able to explain to somebody what something is without you having to actually do the work. And we like that. So the other things that you want to be aware of is not only those videos, but then there's another thing called business tools. I believe it's not in the business tab. It's to the left of that, and I forget what it's called. I think it might be business tools, but to the left of where it says my business. When you go in there, what you'll see is a whole host of things that will give you so much information about so many different things, about the fitness programs. Again, it has printouts, it has everything you could possibly imagine. So make sure you check out that tab. Spend like 10-15 minutes a day, if you have it, to kind of browse through this stuff and get familiar with it. You don't have to sit down and do it all at once, but get familiar with this stuff, because it's going to make your life so much easier. Now, my business. You hopefully have seen your graphical genealogy, and this is the Christmas tree. So if you click on, or if you hover over business and then you click on graphical genealogy, you'll see your team. So when you look at that, you can see if you've had coaches already placed underneath you, you can see who you've placed, and if you click on them, you get their information. If you go to just personally sponsored coaches, so when you're building your team and you go in there, you can actually see across and see what they're doing for volume. You can see how many Success Club points that they have so far, and that gives you a good idea as to what people are working, what people aren't, what people need to work on, what they don't. So it's a good thing to really keep it track of as you build your team. The other things you want to pay attention to, especially once you start getting paid, and whether it's retail, whether it's having somebody come on your team with a challenge pack, is the commissions and the earnings. Commissions are the money that you make right away. So that's, say I sell Joe over here a challenge pack, and it's a 160, let's say it's a combat one. So I get a $50 commission off of that. So the week of that sale, so the week opens on Thursday and goes to Wednesday night at 11:59. Once that week closes, that Thursday, I'll see that $50 show up in my commissions. However, it's not going to be considered earnings until the following week, just like a normal job and a normal paycheck, where you work a week and then you get paid the following week. It's the exact same thing. So commission is what you make that week. Earnings is what is actually going into your bank account. Then, let's see. I know there's a lot of other stuff I want to cover, but I know we're running out of time. So I guess the only other thing I want to cover is emailing. And this is important as you get customers or you want to reach out with somebody with your official email. You have a Beachbody email and it's in your online office. There's a tab that says email, I believe, and you can go in, you can personalize it, put in your name, put in your website, or your Beachbody profile. Oh, that's the other really important thing I want to talk about. Now, with that $15.95 fee, monthly fee, the business fee that you pay, you get quite a few websites with this, and you want to make sure you know what they are, and you want to have them set up. So you have teambeachbody.com/your screen name, and that's going to bring you to your profile site. You have beachbodycoach.com/your screen name. That's going to bring you to the main Beachbody page. So not Team Beachbody, but your main Beachbody page where it has a coaching, it has shop, it has all the basic information. Then you have myshakeology.com/your screen name, and obviously that's your Shakeology site. You have ultimatereset.com/your screen name, and that is something you can send people to give them information on the Ultimate Reset. So I wanted to make sure that you knew about all those websites. Check them out so you know what you're referring to people. Make sure they're personalized, make sure it has your name, your contact information, and preferably a picture. So when people get on, you can say, well, did you see my picture? And they say, oh yeah, and then you know they're actually on your site. If they don't see a picture, it's easy just to kind of, if they put it in wrong, be on somebody else's site, and we don't want that because we want to make the money. So, okay, that's all. No homework tonight because this was long. All right, bye.